Hey everyone, this is Chris from Preflight, and today's video is going to be on things that I check no matter what plane I'm flying. So every aircraft, no matter what school you're at, has a checklist for a pre-flight. Each aircraft's different, right? And so each aircraft's going to have a different pre-flight and different specific procedures in order to do that pre-flight. Even if my students pre-flighted, things I do, or if I'm flying an airplane I haven't flown before, I'm always going to take a bird's eye view and look at just the integrity of the aircraft as a whole. I'm looking for dents on leading edges. I'm checking for freedom of movement in the correct direction of the control surfaces, like the elevators and the ailerons. I'm making sure my flaps stay where they need to be. Another thing is I'm checking that my engine's going to work for me. And so an engine, it needs air, it needs fuel, and then it needs a spark, right? In the pre-flight, I'm going to check the fuel levels, making sure I have enough fuel there for my flight, and also sumping the fuel to get rid of any contaminants like water or particles that can build up there. I'm also checking the air intake for the engine, making sure there's no obstructions on the filter there. We have cooling inlets on our arches, and so I want to check and make sure no bird has made a nest in one of those cooling inlets. Another thing I'm going to make sure to check is our oil levels. So our engines need oil for cleaning, for cooling, just to make sure it runs well. And so before every flight, I'm checking to make sure we have the right amount of oil for that flight. Not too much and not below the minimum requirement. Another thing that I would check that might be a little bit less obvious is the brake fluid. So our hydraulic fluid for our brakes is actually a pinkish red color. And so I check just below where our main wheels are, and I make sure that there's no wet spots underneath it, because that can indicate that we have a hydraulic leak, which means that when you go and push those brakes, it's going to do nothing. You're going to go straight forward. And so we need to make sure we have brake pressure. That's why as soon as we start our aircraft, we do a brake check. So we get the aircraft rolling and we check our brakes to make sure. But visually, before you even start the airplane, make sure that there's no fluid buildup on the underside of your wheels. Well, thanks for tuning in. That's our video on things that I look for no matter what plane I'm flying for that day. Please leave a comment down below about the plane that you're flying right now, and don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos.